Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over Bitcoin, give you an update of what possibly going on, and that it's all doom and gloom right now. I tell you what, guys, look, there's a lot of guys out there in that crypto market that give up real easy. You know, you're in this market, highly volatile market, things don't go according to plan. But here's the good news I have in my partners. I get messages from a few guys right now that said, they kept their stop losses, like I said, on the coins that they were in. And they said they were more than happy with that and made their gains on the coins I said to make their gains on. Like example, with Phantom, what I do with Phantom, I got some Phantom. It went up to 30 cents. I sold most of it, but I still have some Phantom because personally now, after this whole Solana fiasco, I'm more bullish on Phantom now than I am on Solana. So one thing I'll say about Solana, guys, look, the reputation is tarnished. That's all I can say. Old SBF, his reputation is tarnished. So the chain is tarnished for the time being. So we shall see what's going to be going on with that. I don't see, in my opinion, with Solana. Can you buy the coins? Let's say, for example, Solana is going to be like going down to like $10 or $5 or something like that. Can Solana go back up to? Well, I mean, like if it goes down to $5, goes up to $100, could go up to $70 or $80 from there. It could. If you get a run out of Solana, I would exit out. If Solana just hangs out at $20, could it go back up to $100 on maybe some wave run? It could, but the problem is the reputation right now with who's behind it and everything that's going on. That's the big issue that I have with it on its recovery. I'm not saying that it's as far as the fundamentals, guys, everything's still pretty good with Solana, but I'm more bullish on Phantom now just because of what happened. So basically, the spotlight maybe was a little bit on Solana, and now it's over on Phantom or some other new chain that might be coming out that might be taking the limelight from Solana. Like a Left Zero as an example, which a Left Zero doesn't do fundamentally wise. A Left Zero doesn't do anything, marvelous, if you will, but it's probably going to rock and roll once the next bull run, or I don't want to say bull run because I'm not going to count this as a bull run. If Bitcoin does a leg over here, that's not going to be a bull run to me. It's just going to be a leg. And then that's going to be an exit, get out. This is a bull run to me. Okay. This wave 3, those are bull runs. Like the bull runs everybody's thinking about. So this here. The other thing I'm going to do is I need to figure out how to put like these messages around my videos too, because there's a few things. I think this Dan Teaches Crypto guys, he does it too. I'm going to say, okay, use your stop losses, like rule 1, use your stop losses, and 2, don't be Bitcoin is always, or the crypto assets are always going to go in a path that you don't really expect it. So here's the thing, okay? I said in previous videos, don't be surprised if Bitcoin lands over here and comes down here to these 17, the 16, 15. This is the numbers that I said. I'll tell you right now, 15,800 to 17,200, somewhere in that area, or 16,900. Don't be surprised if it goes over there, guys. That's what I said. Okay, so am I surprised by this? I'm surprised by how fast it happened. That's what I'm surprised by. So that's all that I'm really surprised by with it, guys. But so looking at Bitcoin right here, it's in a wave process. It needs to complete it, but this is the area it needs to hold on to. Okay, so if it aggressively goes down below those areas right there, you definitely have a problem with Bitcoin. I will say that. Okay, but it's got to aggressively. You got to have weekly. I would say weekly candle bodies below this area, closed candle weekly bodies below that area, and you do have an issue with Bitcoin. Okay, now that's the not so good news with Bitcoin. Now the other issue, if you want to call it issue, or this, what is this? Okay, so let's look at this. Let's look at this reasonably. Okay, there's a move. There's actually a move called a WXY. XZ, like this, guys. Okay, there's actually this move. I wrote, one of the things that I did is like this is a very rare move. That's very, very rare. So I kind of said, you know, it's so rare, I'm not even going to like count that. So you do have a possibility that that was going on. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. These waves, if this wave, you have a wave here and you have a wave here, and now we have a wave here. Okay, so not only that, we have a wave with a bottom there and then one over here. Okay, it's sussing itself out over here. There is going to be a bounce. So either way, if you're bearish, this is a impulse move down. There will be a second wave bounce and it'll keep coming down. Okay, so the bear, let's go to the bearish. Here's your bearish option, right? So you have a 1, 2, and this is supposed to be a 3, and up for a 4, down for a 5, like that. And it's going down to 14,000. Okay, guys. I still don't agree with that. I still do not agree with that count, that it's impulsing down like that. But I could be wrong. Like I said, no guarantees. I could be wrong. So here's the thing with this right here. Okay. What you can do, if there's a relationship from this wave to this wave to this wave, okay, they should all generally be in the same time sequence. So if you have a leg right here, so I'm going to show you guys something real quick. Let's go like this. I'm going to make this easy for those that are curious. Here's an A. You have an A leg, then you have a connector wave, and this B leg, and then you have a C leg, right? Like that. So here's an A, and here's a C, and in the middle is a B wave. Now, sometimes you might notice on these waves, I'll show you something. Okay, sometimes let's say it goes up into an A wave, right? A waves are always impulses, and it shoots up there and it takes it 5 days, and it goes into a B wave and it just hangs out in there, and it's in there for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. You're like, what is it doing? It might shoot up, come back down. It's doing something in there like this, keeps going around. You're like, where's it going? And then it comes out and it does a C leg, right? The connector waves can take their time in there. So you have a connector wave that is not going to be in any relationship to this leg to this leg. However, this A to C, they got to be generally in the same amount of time. Okay. So what I'm saying is this. I'll keep it simple for you. Okay. What I'm saying is this A wave is not going to take 5 days, and then you're going to have a C leg over here that takes 25 days. Doesn't work like that. Okay. So just to let you guys know that you might understand how the time sequences work. They have to be generally in the same little area, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. So now I know that there's a relationship from this leg to that leg, and if I check it, it's more or less 80 days. So from this peak down to that peak is 80 days. So now I'm going to check this one. I know for a fact there's a relationship to this leg to this leg. And when I know that, I should know generally it should be in the same amount of time as the other leg. And look at that. You see that? It's about 76, 78 days. You see that? So this leg took 76 days, 78 days. This leg took about the same amount of time, right? So there's a relationship to this leg. Okay? So now we have this leg. If this leg coming down like this has a relationship to this leg and to this leg, then it should be in the same general amount of time. Okay, so let's check it. Let's see what we come up with. Here's the top right there. I'm going to move it all the way over to where it is right now. And it's right there about 88 days. Okay, 88 days from this peak down over here. And it's 88 days. So 88 days, what was this? 82 days or something? And then 78 days, 78 days, 82, 88 days. Okay. So if there's a relationship, what I'm saying, if there's a relationship, this leg to this leg to this leg needs to be done soon, like today or next week. It needs to be done soon, because it's not going to be, this leg is not going to be 150 days. And then this leg will be 80 days. This leg will be 78 days. So it needs to be done soon if there's a relationship. No guarantees. I don't know if there is a relationship. Right now, it's all just speculation. I don't like the fact that supposedly this is going to be W, X, Y, X, Z. But it is a wave count in Elliott waves. It just happens to be a very, very rare one. So it remains to be seen what is going to be going on in this area. So I would just wait for it to suss itself out. It has a lot of good things going on for it right now, even though it's gone down and everybody has sprayed their hair with some hairspray and they're lighting it on fire right now because it went down. But you want it to hold on to these areas right here, okay, guys? Over here and over here, okay? These good support areas. Like I said, I'm going to repeat myself. I want to repeat myself because people are taking my words, man, and using them against me. But I know that's part of YouTube, so I'm not worried about it. So here's the thing. If you see weekly candle bodies below here, it's going to be going down, probably like that, okay? So you see 14, 15K. I would agree with that. However, now the time is not going to be making any sense to this. So if it's down here and say you have another 3 weeks, so now we have a leg that's going to be taking 120 days as an example, then somehow there's no relationship. I'll show you something right here. Just make this. Somehow there would be it would go like this, right? This is 120 days. This is 80 days. This is 78 days. So now there's no relationship for this leg to this leg to this leg, okay? It just doesn't make any sense. The time, if you don't believe me about the time, like you think that this is like crazy stuff, and what is this guy talking about? Go check other legs. Like go find an ABC leg. Okay, here we go. You see this leg? Here's A, this is B, okay? And here's C, right here. Let's check this leg. Most people don't know this. It's right here. This is a big, gigantic ABC. The B wave, I'll show you guys something. Here's A, here's B, and there's C, okay? But in here, it took up the time. Remember what I said about the ABC? What's the B wave? The B wave is the connector wave. It can take up time. That's one of the purposes of connector waves, is to take up time. Bore people out. Get them confused. That's one of the things that they do. So what I'm going to do, now that I'm on here, I'll show you an example, show you the time. So you have a wave from here to here. And then it's going to be hard to suss this one out. You know, it should be in this area. But basically from here to here is probably the time it's going to be. So let's check this out. How long did this wave take? More or less, I'm going to say, let's say it goes all the way down there. It took it 51 days. And then if I come into this area, right in that area, it could be a little bit too long. You see that? 57 days. So you see that this leg in time is equal, more or less, to this leg in time. And the time wasting area of this correction, this bear market of Bitcoin, was here. And this is a triangle, descending triangle, right? Bearish formation. It's like A, B, C, D, E, and then boom. Okay. So you see how the relationship, here's your A, here's your C. Okay. Now I'll let you guys know. A, you know, I put it up here. I mean, you know, some people might put it up here, but technically the triangle ends like this area, and then it's C. Okay. So there's your ABC. Okay. So now we're over here. Okay. I just want to show you guys, make sure you're like, this guy's crazy, man. What's he talking about? Time. Nobody uses time. Okay. So it's the same thing over here. If there's a relationship from this wave to this wave to this wave, and there has to be at some point. I mean, I don't think it completed here now that it's broken the low. There has to be some sort of relationship from this wave to this wave to this wave. So the time from this wave to that wave is going to have some type of equality. So what am I saying? The time right now is right there. It's at 88 days, 84 to 88 days. Okay. Let me get a closer look at it. 84 to 88 days. Let's take a look. I'm right there at the top of that wave. I'm looking at it right now, and we're over here at 83 days. Let's say 83 to 88 days, more or less, right? It's the same thing as over here, guys. A leg in time is equality to the C leg. That does not mean that. Okay, let me explain something else too. That does not mean that if the A is like this, the C is going to be the same length. It does not mean that. The C leg can be, say, twice as long as the A leg, but the time will be about the same. Okay, so 20 days to make the A and 20 days to make the C, and the B wave could have been in there for 5 days. It could have been in there for 2 months or 4 months or something like this. I hope that makes sense. So at the end of the day, what am I doing? I'm waiting for Bitcoin's reaction to see what it's going to be doing. It's completing the wave right now, guys. That's what it's doing. It's on this 5th wave right here, and it's completing this wave. Okay. I don't think that it's finished, because I think this is the 3rd wave and it's coming back around, and it's going to come back down to here. It should wick like this. In my opinion, it should come back down and wick right in this area, guys, and then go back up, and then it's going to have a bounce. Bitcoin will have a bounce. Okay. So it's coming back down, and then it's going to bounce. If you're bearish, it's going to bounce in an ABC over here. Okay. To 50% or 618 more than likely, in my opinion. Okay. So that's what I'm looking for with Bitcoin. If you made it all the way to the end and made it through my boring chart analysis, I do appreciate you. Drop that like, hit that subscribe button. Peace.